going? Welcome back. I am officially 8,000 words away from my word count goal. Here's the thing though. Okay, it's not like I had like writer's block, because like there certainly are ideas that I have about things, but I don't know what to do for these these last 8,000 words. Okay, part of the problem is I have basically the entire book written from like draft 2, right? Like I wrote draft 2, I rewrote the whole book, I finished rewriting the whole book, and I'm still 8,000 words short. So today we're gonna go dig through this manuscript again and try to figure out where to put 8,000 more words. So, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully I'm gonna figure it out. Like I have some ideas of different places that I can go like beef out different sections. Like some of my fight scenes are probably not as long as they should be. Like I think I have one fight scene in the book that's like quite literally like a paragraph and a half, like maybe 2 paragraphs if I'm like really being generous with myself. And like, so obviously that has to get stretched out a little bit more. Like you can't just have, like I guess you could have a fight scene that's that short, but it's also not like amazing to do it that way, you know? So we'll go in, we'll figure out if we can find somewhere to beef it out, and hopefully we will get this up to my 80,000 word count goal today. We're at 71,715 words right now, so we have a ways to go. And then I don't remember what else I was gonna say, so we're probably just gonna cut it here. Future Abby and editing. Okay. Okay, this is something that I went through and did yesterday. So I've matched all of my chapters word count to each like corresponding day on here, which is not actually a day because it's like a chapter. And so as you can see, like most of my chapters, like they're pretty sizable. Like some of them, like this chapter 12, like that obviously can be longer. And then I have like the big, this is in chapter 23, okay? It's supposed to be like this like big like final battle kind of moment or whatever, and that is less than 1,000 words, okay? Truly abysmal on my part. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna try to make that longer today. So yeah. Can't figure out the word I'm trying to think of. You know, you're like in the middle of writing and you're like in the middle of like a phrase and like a sentence, and then all of a sudden all the words just disappear from your head. probably the worst possible thing that could have ever happened. I got it. It's snowing! OMG! The snow! It's so exciting. Good morning. It is like 8 a.m. on Monday. I did not finish writing yesterday. I only got to like 73,000 words yesterday, so we have a little bit more to get through today. I spent a lot yesterday just like really going through every chapter, like and making sure that every chapter is beefed out to a minimum of 1,000 words, which honestly for some chapters they need to be longer. That 1,000 words is still way too short. And I worked on the fight scenes a little bit yesterday. I have a couple ideas for there's some stuff that I had put in like draft 1 that for whatever reason I cut and I didn't put in draft 2, but I've been thinking about it again lately, so I'm gonna go back to those kind of moments and scenes today, and basically see if I can make it work for draft 3. They're really not even like plot moments, they're really just like cutesy like found family moments between Kaida and her friends. So I'm gonna go try to make those, go basically read through them again, and because I think there's one of them I know for sure that I can put in draft 3 that I think is the thing that I've been missing from this one particular chapter. You know, because like when you're like reading through like your chapter sometimes, so you're like working on it and editing, you're like, oh my god, I'm like missing something. Like what is it that I'm missing? And I think it's like a birthday scene, honestly. Like it's not even like anything like big. Like it's like one of the characters has a birthday and they're like hanging out celebrating his birthday, and they're being all just like, you know, they're like teasing him, you know, like it's very much like brother, like family, brother sister energy the whole time. So I think that's the thing that's been missing from, you know, this one particular chapter that I have. And then I have a couple different, like, it's really late in the game, like obviously by draft 3 I should have my settings and like my color scheme like very like solid, and I do, okay, don't get me wrong, I do. But I was on Pinterest yesterday and I found this like dark academia like color palette that's very much the color palette that I've been using. Okay, so it's not like this like brand new like random one, it's very much the color palette that I've been using, but I like the names that Pinterest has put on this color palette. Like instead of like leather, they were dark umber, and I was like, wait a minute, I kind of like that. So I think I'm gonna go back through the entire manuscript, but especially like there's a couple specific moments that I'm thinking of that I'm like, okay, we're gonna incorporate some of these like color words in there, because now that I saw them on Pinterest I was like, wait a minute, I really like those. So we're gonna do all of that, and then if we have time, and by if we have time I mean like if I hit a wall writing again, we might go to the thrift store, so we'll see. So as you can see, I went through, and this is definitely different than the one that I showed you guys yesterday. Everything is now at minimum like 1,000 words, but there's still some chapters like this one that's like 1052, for example. Like obviously that can be longer, and that's the chapter that I'm thinking of with the like birthday scene that I was talking about. I think I'm gonna end up putting it in that chapter. I think it was originally in that chapter to like begin with. So I think it'll fit. It'll obviously just go in there really naturally. But we're gonna go read through it because honestly, there was probably a reason why I cut it and I'm just not remembering. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just opened back up draft 1. I cannot, well, like, okay, actually, I can believe it. Draft 1 was 40 chapters. The longest chapter was like 2,500 words, which is crazy to think about because like now in draft 3, it's like I have chapters that are almost like 5,000 words. But this whole manuscript is like 150 pages and it's only 55,437 words is the entire document. So it's just, and now with draft 3 obviously being like almost 300 pages and 73,000 words, it's just crazy to see, like, go back and see how far you came. Okay, let's find this scene. Oh, it was here in 23. See, here is the thing that I'm gonna run into. Maybe I'll put it in 21 because now that I've like basically rewritten the entire book so many times, so many chapters and things have gotten moved around. So in the original draft, it was in chapter 23, but now, like, okay, so this character's birthday is supposed to be at like the end of December. Okay, his birthday is like December 30th, basically. And so in order for this birthday scene to work, I have to put it in one of these like 4 chapters that's like that, like transition time, essentially. Because of just because of how things go. Okay. So that means I need to move it because, yeah, chapter 16 is already February. So if his birthday's in December, wait a minute. Oh my god. Wait. I might crash out. Okay, hold on, everybody pause. I think I just discovered a giant plot hole. And I actually might cry. If this is a plot hole like I think it is. Okay, there is no plot hole. Thank God. But basically, I thought that the like timeline essentially I have 2 characters that have birthdays in December, and there's like a whole Christmas Eve, like a Christmas chapter or whatever in there too. And then we kind of like jump a little bit to February, and I thought that I had got the order and like the timeline like mixed up. Like I thought like 6 chapters after that I was like, it's December, when like 6 chapters before it was like February or whatever, and I was going to be like, oh my god, no, I'm gonna have to like reword this, but I didn't do that. Crisis averted. And I think I figured out somewhere for this chapter to go, or for like this scene to go. I think so. In chapter 14 they celebrate one of the other characters, Avara. Her birthday's in the beginning of December. So in chapter 14, they're like celebrating her birthday. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend Avara's birthday and Tyrion's birthday, who's December 30th, into kind of one thing. Because I really like the scene that I wrote in draft 1 with Tyrion's birthday. I think I'm gonna blend it so that we can just celebrate like basically both at the same time, you know, like winter holidays and stuff. So I think we're gonna do that. Okay, we made it to what, 75,000 words? I don't know why he's being weird, but we made it to like 75,000 words in the manuscript. So we're taking a break. We're gonna go get some lunch. We're gonna go to Chipotle and go to the thrift store because he wants a brooch for his cloak. So let's go.
Holiday memories soy candy. Do you like spiced pumpkin?
No, I don't enjoy that at all.
This is a whole ass Bellevue luxury candy. Do you like mandarin apple?
I mean, it's good for a fall scent, but not for January.
Fall.
No, it's not. It's January.
There's a lens cap right here, and then you just look in that hole, there's a light on, and then you can just turn the zoom things down here. This is a working microscope.
Do you know what I found? Fan portrait from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Of the Weird Sisters. Awesome. Look at this shark bowl. Isn't that awesome? I'm so excited.